Hi, my name is Dorothy Mwali, an environmentalist from Malawi and a young ambassador for the Earth Project. Today I'll be discussing with Mr. Dominic Nyasulu on the topic of young people and the environment. But before we get into it, could you please give us a brief introduction about who you are, what you do, and where you're from?
Environmental justice advocate. I like working with young people in terms of empowering them so that they become passionate about issues to do with climate justice, climate change in general, and also engaging them in environmental management at all level, and also trying to push or give them a platform where they can express themselves in various aspects in terms of building also their confidence. So my role is to coordinate youth-related response regarding climate change and environmental management.
And exactly what have you done to make sure that the youth are involved in environmental and climate change issues?
In terms of what I have managed or we have managed, I think through the creation of the National Youth Network on Climate Change. We are so many, but I think it's not all that went on to making sure that the network is fully established. So I think because of that passion, we have managed to come up with a national platform called the National Youth Network on Climate Change, which is a platform for youth engagement, youth amplification of their voices, and also youth engagement in terms of their voices and decision-making processes. We have the potential to push our agenda as young people, being able to speak with one voice. And through the network, we have tried to reach out to young people across the country with information about the effects of climate change. We have managed to reach out to different, stakeholders to seek for support. And that's why in 2018, we were able to come up with the first ever National Youth Conference on Climate Change.
What inspired you to start working with the youth?
I think what inspired me most was during COP 17 in Durban. So in the process, we learned a lot in terms of how climate change is impacting, the Southern Africa region countries. Is impacting, negatively impacting women, young people, is impacting communities. So we had documented a lot of challenges in our way, and also we learned a lot because we were able to build our self skills and also knowledge in terms of climate change related issues. And I think after that, I think it really inspired me in terms of getting into serious business about youth activism. And since then, I think that was in 2011 when it really started. Like we all, as young people, I think it's high time that we get engaged and involved in all programs and projects related to climate change.
What do you think is an action someone can take today, right now, after they watch this video?
What I can say is that young people, they need to have information, evidence-based information about the threat of climate change and also environmental degradation. We're talking about issues of food security. We understand that there is boom in terms of population, and if you look at the projections by 2040, for example, the population will be more than 9 billion. But the question, who will feed this population? So which means that young people have or need to have the necessary skills. They need to have the necessary education in terms of research, and they need to understand international socioeconomic politics about climate change, environmental issues.